Be showing you guys and telling you guys about this hair. This is a wig that I am starting to fall in love with because I absolutely love it. You guys, when I say that I'm trying to step out of my comfort zone and like try different hair textures, this one was definitely a start. So this hair is from ISEE Hair. If you are no stranger to my channel, then you guys already know I have been doing quite a few videos featuring this particular hair company and whatnot, and I have heard a lot of people say a lot of good things about this texture, to be exact. So I figured that I would get it and then come on here and share it with you guys. So if you guys are interested in knowing how I feel about this hair and all the details and all that good stuff, then definitely stay tuned and keep on watching. Make sure you guys hit that subscribe button. So yeah, let's just go ahead and get into it. I got my robe on, you guys, because I knew that I was going to be you know, doing my little curly hair routine on this hair, and I wasn't trying to risk like getting wet or anything like that. But let me go ahead and start by showing you guys the packaging. So this is what it looks like. Like I said, this hair is from ISEE Hair. This is their Mongolian Kinky curly wig. That is what the front of it looks like, and then this is what the back looks like. And then as far as the shipping, I want to say that this hair took about 3 to 4 days to come. So that's not really that long of a time frame at all. So they did include one of these little edge brushes, and it has like some type of little smoother on it. Now I got some hair from them before and they sent me one of these already, so now that I have two, comes in very handy. They did go ahead and send like this little flower clip thingy. They sent a pair of their 3D mink lashes, if you guys want to see those. That's what they look like. Not my style, but you know, they are the good kind of lashes, so that is nice as well. And then they also sent like this little head wrap, this little silk wrap that says their, you know, branding and whatnot on it, which is really nice. This one's nice and skinny, so it's like ideal for your edges. Of course, for some reason, whatever hair companies send these, it's never, the logo is never centered, it's usually off. You're going to be wearing it in the privacy of your own home, so that doesn't really matter, but it is nice that they did go ahead and include this. I kind of forgot this was in here because I would have definitely used this when I was like, you know, doing my edges. Instead, I just used a little wrap strip thing or whatever. So yeah, that's what the packaging came with. This wig is 22 inches, you guys. If you guys can see, once it is stretched, it definitely is true to length and whatnot, but of course, because it has product on it and it's wet, it did go ahead and shrink a little bit. And then I also got it in 130% density. Now I chose to get a low density because I know that this hair, when it dries, it does get a little bit bigger, so I didn't want to get like my normal density that I would get. Like normally I would get like 180. I just didn't want it to be like too overwhelming for me and be like so much hair, because it already is like a lot of hair. Even with it being 130% density, it's very full, it's not thin, it's not see-through, it's not none of that. So to be on the safe side, I did get like the lowest density possible. What I love about this wig, you guys, is that it is 13 by 6, so I do have my 6 inches of parting space here. Now I didn't bleach my knots, you guys. I just do my little trick of using the foundation or like pressed powder, and I think that it looks pretty good. This looks like actually like my actual scalp and whatnot. I do have on like a dark brown wig cap underneath there, so that's why this area is not as bright as that area, because I did put my foundation all over the entire lace, but I still think that it looks pretty good. You know, about this wig is that I did get it in 13 by 6. I am all for like extra parting space, so I was actually happy that this wasn't just like a regular lace front and that it actually did come with the 6 inches of parting space. So I was actually happy that it did come with 6 inches of parting space. As you guys could see, the part goes back pretty far. Now, I did not bleach my knots. Of course, you are always welcome to do that. I didn't really feel the need to. 9 times out of 10, I really don't bleach my knots like that at all. Occasionally I will, but I'm not really crazy about bleaching the knots, because if there's a way where I can get it to look like this and the knots aren't bleached, then I'm going to go that route, just to kind of like preserve like the longevity of the wig or of the closure of the frontal, you know, whatever the case may be. You guys can see it is definitely true to being like that kinky kind of curl pattern. It's like, it's very tight, but it's very soft and it's very full. Like the curls, as you guys can see, I do have product on it, so they are somewhat defined, but it's still like very tightly coiled, and I just like it. I feel like it just looks like really, really natural. I like how the ends kind of like curl. The hair is about we'll say like 50% dry right now, so this is how it looks at 50% dry. I'm pretty sure once it dries, it is going to get a little bit bigger than this. That's why I did go ahead and get this wig in a low density, because if it's this big now when it's wet, then it's definitely going to get a little bit more bigger when it is dry. That being said, I feel like this hair does require some product. I just used some curling custard, some oil, and then some water on the hair. I don't feel like it needs a ton of product, but it does need something on it. I wouldn't necessarily say that this hair is low maintenance at all. You will have to put in just a little bit of work to it, like as far as like styling it every day. You will get shrinkage with the hair, of course. Like I said, this hair is 22 inches, so this is where it's at now, and then once you stretch it out, it does become its actual like length size and whatnot. It does shed, you guys. Of course, it's curly hair. All curly hair is going to shed. If you guys kind of want an idea, this is my little ball hair. Now, this is the hair that shed when I was detangling the unit. It seems to only really shed when it's wet. When it's dry, not so much, but it sheds a little bit more when it's wet and I'm detangling it. And this is also part of the chunk of hair that I plucked from the entire hairline. It was a little bit too full for me, so I did go ahead and go in and tweeze the hairline. So half of this is like what I took out of here, because when I say I really plucked this hairline a lot, I took out quite a bit of hair. So this is what we're working with so far. Tangled just a little bit like back here in the nape area, but to me that's no surprise, because if you're familiar with curly hair tends to do that anyway, so it's not that big of a deal. It's not something that you can't go through with a wide tooth comb and then just like work through it. And then as far as like the wig itself, it does have adjustable straps and about 4 combs, you know, 2 on the sides, 1 in the middle and 1 in the back. I did go ahead and cut everything out because I really don't use the combs at all, but I am using the adjustable straps. I really like the curl pattern of this hair so far. Aliexpress hair, their deep wave hair, I did do a video on that, and this curly hair here, this kinky curly hair, this is probably going to be like my top 2 for like curly hair textures and whatnot. This is their 13 by 6 lace front wig. This hair comes in like the bundle form and the closure form, and I think they even come with frontals if I'm not mistaken. Now, the only reason why I chose to get a wig, I did my research and I watched a lot of reviews, is because people who have bought the bundles and like the closure or frontal of this particular hair texture say that the closures and the frontals are absolutely terrible, but the bundles were still good, so they ended up using it like as a U-part wig or like just like a regular sew-on. So that kind of did influence my decision on which one would be better for me to get, so I chose to go with the wig just to be on the safe side. So far, the people who have got this in the wig form haven't had too much of anything to say about it. Everybody pretty much says the same thing. People who have got a frontal or a closure say that it tangles really bad and that the closure or frontal had a lot of balding. I didn't want to have those issues that it seems like was a common issue that everyone else was describing. That being said, if you're considering getting this hair texture, do not get a frontal or a closure, because then you're going to be upset because you're going to be having problems that everyone else who have got it have had. So definitely get a wig just to be on the safe. All that I have to say really about this hair, you guys. If you guys love curly hair, I would definitely recommend that you guys check into getting this wig. I'll go ahead and leave all the information down below for you guys. If you guys have any questions or anything like that, you guys are more than welcome to leave them down below, and I will be sure to get back to you. If you have gotten this same texture from this particular hair company, you can definitely feel free to share your opinions and thoughts of it. I definitely do like reading you guys' comments. As always, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.